get the corn out of it.
All right,
Are we-
we're good to go.
are we live?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a motion to return from executive
Make a
session.
motion.
I need a second.
Second.
Dennis made the motion, Johnita made the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. It is 7:35. We continue our superintendent evaluation. Each year, our board comes together and we have an evaluation form that we fill out for our superintendent. The board would like to express our appreciation for Superintendent Alexander and the professional leadership he continues to provide for our school system. His steady presence, his open communication, and student-centered approach have had a positive impact across our schools and in our communities. In his most recent evaluation, Mr. Alexander met or exceeded expectations in all key areas. One area the board remains committed to strengthening is the delivery of our special education services, and we appreciate the superintendent's efforts in this area, and we will continue to support growth in this important work for our students and our staff. And the board would like to thank you, Mr. Alexander, for your dedication and for the progress being made under your leadership. And we look forward to working with you in the future for the success of every student here in Wayne County.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the confidence. And again, it's impossible for a school system to be successful unless you have a board that is student focused and focused on the right things, on the improvement of the district. And this board has shown time and again that you do have your focus in the right place. So that makes my job considerably easier. So I appreciate that. And then the staff that works with me, from our teacher leadership group to our administrators here at central office, to the administrators out in the schools, to the service personnel, everybody almost without exception is here for the right reasons and wants to do the best job that they can for the citizens of Wayne County. And I'm just lucky to be here. So I appreciate it.
We appreciate you as well. So, all right, so that is, I think that's all we have on that. Yeah. We can move on to number 2. This is part of the addendum that you had in your packet to authorize the superintendent to initiate negotiations with the property owner for the potential purchase of the appraised property.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Johnita, second.
Second.
Second by Randy. Any other questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 3, consider for approval granting the treasurer, Jeb Ryder, the authority to make budget adjustments until 12 p.m. on Monday, June 30th, 2025.
Motion.
Motion,
Second.
Randy, I think, had the first. Mark beat you to the second.
Oh, Mark beat me. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a tie there. We'll split it.
It doesn't matter.
I'll give it to him.
Okay, so Randy will give Randy the motion. Mark was the second.
Yeah, and you all usually approve budget adjustments through your board agenda, but Jeb has to turn those into the state prior
Right.
to the close of the year. So for this brief period of time, he needs the authority to just go ahead, and then we'll report any changes to you at a future meeting.
Absolutely. Any other questions or concerns on that item? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 4, consider for approval the workers' compensation insurance with Encova for the period beginning July 1st at an annual cost of $363,449.
That's a decrease of approximately $6,000 from last year's premium.
We'll take it. Decrease of $6,000.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Dennis made that motion, second by Johnita. Any other questions, concerns on our workers' comp insurance premiums? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 5, consider for approval the contract between Wayne County Board of Education and Capel County Library Board to maintain the Western Counties Regional Library System in the fiscal year 25-26 at a cost of $30,000. And this is levy fund money.
Motion.
Motion by Randy, second.
Second.
Johnita.
And again, this is an agreement that we do with the Cabell County Library Board. They serve as the fiscal agent for the Wayne County libraries, and or for the Western Counties Regional Library System, which includes the libraries in Wayne County. But this is part of our levy. We put this on the ballot that a portion of this money is going to go for this purpose.
Right.
So that's all spelled out. And again, this is a renewal of that agreement.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 6, consider for approval the MOU between Wayne County Board and Mountain State Educational Services for school bus driver training at a rate based on invoices of actual costs plus a 15% administrative fee for the 25-26 school year. And that's in our packet if you need to look at it. Motion by Dennis, second by Johnita. Any questions or concerns on that item?
This is all these agreements are ongoing. All of them are consistent with last year's prices.
And we've even got some of our drivers doing the training.
Great. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. For 7, consider for approval of the MOU between Wayne County Board and Mountain State for communication specialist at a cost of $32,324.60 for the 25-26 school year. And that's on 29 through 32.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Johnita, second.
Second.
Randy. Questions or concerns on that MOU? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 8, consider for approval the MOU between Wayne County Board and Mountain State for computer technician at salary of $45,672 plus fringe and a 7% administrative fee for a total of $79,706 for each technician for the 25-26 school year. Motion,
Motion.
Dennis. Second,
Second.
Randy. Any questions or concerns on that MOU for the computer techs?
And that is an ongoing agreement as well.
Page 33 through 35, if you need to look at it.
You should have a page
Nope.
8. Well, it's somewhere here.
What is it?
It's on this,
Miss.
it's on this thing that we got.
Look in your
Separate.
folder. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was
Yeah.
forgotten.
Here.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's your addendum.
There it is.
Okay.
You fooled me for a while too.
So that was a motion by Dennis and a second by Randy. Any questions or concerns? None heard? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 9, consider for approval the MOU between Wayne County and Mountain State and Leslie Tyree for legal services at an annual cost of $48,000 for the 25-26 school year.
Motion.
Motion by Randy, second by Johnita. And that's on pages 36 through 38. You needed to look at it.
Again, that's a shared service. There's other counties that help pay her salary.
And pay into that.
She usually stays on top of them pretty good.
All right. No other questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. 10, consider for approval the MOU between Wayne County Board and Mountain State for Medicaid services at a cost of $17,000 for the 25-26 school year. And that's pages 39 through 41.
Motion.
Motion by Johnita, second.
I'll second.
Dennis. And this is billing
Yeah, they work with, we have a secretarial position here at the district office that works on Medicaid billing. And then there's a regional person at Mountain State that works with a number of counties to get our billing submitted. And the revenue for that program is usually over $500,000 annually. And so those positions pay for themselves.
Sure. Any other questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 11, consider for approval the MOU between Wayne County Board and Mountain State for nursing services by hiring 5 at-will LPNs for the 25-26 school year at a cost of $28,800 plus fringe and 7% indirect cost for a total of $54,864 for each LPN for 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Johnita, second,
Second.
Randy.
We do have some of these positions filled here internally through our own bidding process, but we can never get all of them filled. And Mountain State has a regional reach, and so we fill some of the positions through them.
All right. Any other questions or concerns on that particular position? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 12, consider for approval the MOU between Wayne County Board and Mountain State to facilitate the Region 2 Math Field Day in school year 2026 at a cost of $4,000.
Yeah. All the regional schools pay to participate in that, and it pays for the event.
Gotcha. Johnita made the motion. I need a second.
Second.
Dennis. Any other questions or concerns on the Regional Field Day item? Unheard? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
I'm going to pull item number 13. Item number 13 is consider for approval the bid for contractor services for the CK Elementary Major Improvement Project. We've been negotiating the price with the contractor that bid on the project, but we have not received an answer from the school building authority about whether all the items proposed in the negotiation are acceptable to the school building authority. And since they maintain the lion's share of the funding for this project, I would advise that we wait until we hear back from them. So I'll bring this back to you on July 8th.
Next regular meeting.
Slide. Perfect. All right, moving on to 14 then, consider the MOU between the Wayne County Board of Education and AmeriCorps Senior Foster Grandparent Program of United Way, Central West Virginia. Pages 50 and 51.
This is an ongoing agreement. This AmeriCorps Senior Foster's Grandparent Program that provides the foster grandparents at Pritchard.
Right.
I believe we have one at East Lynn as well. There's multiple sites that have the program.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Johnita, second.
I'll second.
Dennis. Any other questions or concerns on that particular MOU? Unheard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And 15, consider for approval the real estate agreement for sale of the old Fort Gay gym to the town of Fort Gay. Pages 52 through 56.
So moved.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by who
He
did
can
that?
have it.
Randy.
Randy.
So the agreement is the town of Fort Gay is going to purchase the old Fort Gay gym for $1, and that property will be theirs to operate
Operate,
from this
renovate.
point forward.
Sounds great. All right, any other questions, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Potential items for a future agenda.
We've been holding off to see the budget numbers for the end of the year. If we get a chance, and I'm going to get with Jeb when I get back from vacation about where our numbers stood at the end of the year. If we get a chance, I want to get a little bit of painting done this summer with some contractors. So I might quickly bid some painting projects out. Looking at Wayne Middle School, the interior hallways, and Spring Valley High School, the interior hallways as well. We did Wayne Elementary School back at Christmas time.
Right,
Those two schools need attention.
right.
And so those are the things that are on my radar now.
I'd like to see the middle school catch up.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Say something.
Sure.
I still have that paint down there. They never did paint my ceiling in my kitchen.
We can get you taken care of.
Is that a complaint?
No, they got, well, they paint. I like that spray paint. I've had it paint for like 2 or 3 years.
You deserve it.
Right.
You want the cafe painted?
Just the,
No, not the sanitary, it's the kitchen area.
Kitchen
The
room.
kitchen?
Kitchen area.
Yeah,
All the work's done.
Sorry.
when you work in there, it's gonna,
Well,
yeah.
he writes me up because some of the paint's chipping and the health department will write you up from time to time. You didn't get me this time, but.
Gotcha.
Thanks for staying on top of that.
anything else?
That's it.
Motion to adjourn.
I knew you'd beat me.
Motion by Jonita, second. Dennis,
I'll do it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. It is 7:51. And that is all. Thank you all.
I feel like I've worked all day.
Me too. Oh, wait.
We got a lot done.
All done.